We are the Acero Group, a 100% Mexican company and one of the world's leading manufacturers of steel meshes, wire, and rope products. Our 50-plus years of experience in the steel industry and the excellence of our products has made us very successful in the hardware, construction, and industrial markets. Our products are made using the best and latest technology and meet the most demanding quality standards. We are the Acero Group, excellence in quality. Acero has the capacity to produce 3 million tons of liquid steel a year from 100% recycled steel, which we use to manufacture the highest quality products on the market today. It all begins in the scrapyard of the steel mill. Here we select the proper scrap metal to be used and place it in special containers on tracks that take the scrap to the production area of the mill. Once there, the scrap container is lifted and transported by an overhead crane until finally its contents are emptied into the melting furnace. The electric arc melting furnace has large electrodes made mainly from graphite that heat the scrap metal to a temperature of 3,500 degrees Celsius. A collection pot placed beneath the melting furnace receives the molten metal from the furnace. This pot automatically turns sideways to drain off the slag. Slag is everything but the molten steel, such as plastic, rubber, and other compounds that were not completely removed from the original scrap metal. The pot then turns on its other side to empty the molten steel into a separate pot. The pot of molten steel is then transported to a refining furnace. The refining furnace has only a few small graphite electrodes which position themselves around the pot and reheat the steel to about 1,600 degrees Celsius. During the refining process, a highly trained operator takes a sample of the steel using a capsule. The capsule is allowed to cool and then sent to a quality control laboratory that analyzes the sample and assesses its properties. If necessary, a quality control engineer will add additional alloy to the steel so that it meets the required specifications and quality standards. Once refined, the molten steel goes through a casting and cooling process to form steel billets. These billets move along a transfer bed, where they are cut by an automated blowtorch into metered lengths as specified by the plant. Next, they pass along a cooling bed, after which they are stored, ready to be shaped and formed into product. On their journey to being finished product, billets are first heated in a special furnace to soften them for the hot rolling process. Intense roller pressure makes the billets round, reduces their diameters, and increases their length. After this rolling process, the billets, now wire, are water-cooled to maintain their shape. This process of heating, rolling, and cooling is repeated until a proper diameter is obtained that meets required specifications. Two production processes immediately follow: wire processing and rod processing. Wire processing begins when the wire passes through a cooling chamber, where it advances on rollers and is air-cooled to a moderate temperature. Next, it passes to a coiling device where it is collected. The collected wire passes to the compactor, where it is automatically compressed and rolled into its final product dimensions. From here, it is taken to the storage yard, where it will ultimately be sold or made into other finished wire products. The second process, rod processing, begins in the last step of rolling. The rods are sent directly to a cutter, where they are cut red hot and placed in a cooling bed until they are completely cooled. From the cooling bed, the cold rods are sent to another cutter, where they are cut to specified dimensions and then passed to the collecting and bundling machine. Once bundled, they pass to the storage yard, where a crane deposits them in the warehouse until sold or made into other finished products. Our 100% recycled steel process takes scrap waste out of the environment for the benefit of the planet and enables us to manufacture quality products for customers all over the world and for you. The Aceria, excellence in quality.